That video is so unintentionally funny. It's unreal. Also, he's like this. Let's go, Donald! Dude, that's who's running the free world. I will always double down on the fact this is extreme elder abuse and very, very sad. I know he constantly has something in his ear where they're telling him what to say and he's propped up. Dude, Donald Trump was like, you need to take a drug test. And I was like, I find that to be very fair. All right, guys, another episode. Emily Saves America.
He's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
I mean, that's like, what is that? 15-second video?
Yeah.
There's literally like 6 different cuts.
Mm-hmm.
That video is so unintentionally funny. It's unreal. Also, he's like this. Let's go, Donald! Dude, that's who's running the free world. That's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I will always double down on the fact this is extreme elder abuse and very, very sad. I know he constantly has something in his ear where they're telling him what to say and he's propped up. Dude, Donald Trump was like, you need to take a drug test. And I was like, I find that to be very fair. And also, what is going to happen? Dude, I will walk in, like my dad will be watching the news or whatever on a weekend. I'll walk into our house and Trump will be just touring the world, giving another speech. I'll get ready. I'll walk out. It'll be 2.5 hours later. And I'm like, you're watching this again? And he goes, no, he's still going. And I go, it's been 3 hours. How do you give a 3? You can't. There's no way they can even be in the same. Here's the thing. It scares me because it means, okay, they've either fully created a body double, which I'm not opposed to, or they're going to prop him up with something in his ear on some crazy cocktail of medications. But I'm like, there's no way. I mean, aren't you like thinking that this is the worst decision they could ever make would be to let him debate? Because he's saying he wiped the floor with him. And I'm like, no, he's kind of crushed you guys. The same way, remember when he was debating Hillary Clinton? He like crushed her when she tried to call him out. He was like, oh, you mean I'm doing what you and all your friends like created and you also do together with like taxes? Wait, can we watch that again? Because I kind of want to break it down real quick.
All right.
It's also awesome.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's
Okay,
acting
first
like
of
he
all,
wants to
pause. What 2 debates is he talking about he won? I'm not sure what he's talking about. Also, Trump has been asking him to debate, I'm pretty sure, nonstop. So I'm not really got some big balls. Is this there? Also, there was a second video of him. By the way, it's like a 30-second video. He doesn't blink once. So let's keep going.
debate me again. Well, make my day, pal.
Oh my God, that's the funniest part. Make my day, pal. Let's pick the dates, Donald. This is so crazy. I can't believe like this is our country. Okay.
So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Damn, not gonna lie. A little swaggy on his part. I live for a low blow. I love that. Well, obviously that was not him. That was someone underneath him. If it was Trump, that would come straight from, the brain to the mouth. But that was good. I do like that. That's entertaining. He looks so genuinely confused at all times. This is going to be next month on the 27th. That's the presidential debate.
Yeah.
God.
It's just amazing how old he got from when he was elected to now.
Here's the thing, though. Isn't he not that old?
I think he's
81.
Yeah, he's pretty old, but I mean, he just looks so much older.
He's 81?
I think so.
believe
I thought. So here's the thing. My dad is 82. He is like, I mean,
yeah, he's 81. He'll be 82 this year.
Yeah, my dad is like up and about, cleaning, on his hands and knees, walking the dogs, sharper than me, sharper than anyone around me. He's working all the time. That's why I'm like, it's crazy to see my dad. And then I see him, his health is so declined. Like he reminds me more of like, when your grandparents are starting to go out and they're like looking around and they're like, where am I? Like, what's going on? Like, and he's doing that face. He's like, and it's like, that makes me sad and nervous. But I'm like, how are you going to be on a stage? Because the thing is, how is he going to debate when he can't remember anything? He's told 50 stories about his dead child and none of them check out. Like, no one has any idea what he's talking about. And it's also crazy that Ashley Biden's diary came out. She confirmed it's true. And I'm like, oh my God. If Trump was showering with his daughter as a teenager and she came out and wrote a diary about how inappropriate and creepy he was, and that was true, are you kidding me? the media storm. And of course, left-wing media completely silent. I'm watching videos of him going up to women. He's touching them. They're like pulling back and they're like, what the fuck? Like he's a weird dude. He's also failed at his job for 60 years. So congrats on that. But this debate's going to be insane. He was so stupid to even agree to do this because the media is going to have a field day with it. They're going to try to throw everything at Trump, but this guy can't debate. He can't talk. He can't walk. He doesn't know where he is. He shares fake stories about his dead son. I mean, he said so many crazy things. This is, I don't know. It would be sick to have RFK debate him, but Trump is just so funny. He's so sharp too. I mean, he's filling out like arenas with like 100,000 people, 80,000 people, like everywhere he goes. And then he had like 15 people there the other night. I mean, they're not going to be able to lie on this election. It's just there. And also, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a clip where he went to a school because he's trying to, win over the black vote. And they turned around while he was speaking. So he's losing that as well, which I mean, yeah, with inflation and all these things, like every normal person is like, my friend called me last night and he was like, so to live the same life I need about $2,500 a month extra just to live the same. And also there's like no jobs anymore. And I'm like, yeah, well, welcome. We warned you guys about this, but apparently you guys thought shutting down the country for a flu and printing unlimited money and giving it all away to other countries was a fantastic idea. But we can go on to the next thing. I can go on about this fucking horrible family forever. It's just so unfair. When I think of gold, I think Austin Powers, gold member.
I love gold.
And then also Leprechaun in the Hood. They thought that they saw a leprechaun. And the police sketch of it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a 2-year-old did it.
Look like a leprechaun to me.
Could be a crackhead.
Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Which is interesting because I have been talking about buying and investing in gold for a long time, and lucky for us, now we get to partner with a gold company, but it's not just gold, it's also silver. If you want to protect your savings from the dollar devaluation, inflation, political instability, elections, government control, and the soon-to-be digital currency that has already passed in Australia recently, if you want to work with a company with 5-star ratings, top customer service, and a buyback commitment, then you are going to want to work with American Hartford Gold. You can get up to $15,000 of free silver if you call 866-788-7085 or text Emily, EMILY, to 65532.
2/3 of voters think the economy was better under President Trump.
Well, that's just not the case, and we have to do.
Okay, so she says I assume the polls are like unanimous. 2/3 of people say the economy was better under Trump. So she's telling him that, which I assume is a poll that they did. And then he just immediately goes, no, that's not true. I don't know. How is that not true? She just said they did a poll where everyone agreed the economy was better under Trump, which is a factual statement. And you can pull all of that data. I don't know why they don't just have things and they just hold it up and just like, I would just shove it in his face. Be like, what is this? Can you read? I mean, this is crazy. We have to do a better job of laying out the facts. What does that mean besides you're a pathological liar and a psychopath for even like saying these things aren't true on 60 Minutes? It's like, what? We can fact check you. This is literally crazy. We have to do a better job of laying out the facts. No, what you mean to say is you need to do a better job at gaslighting Americans and lying to us, which you're going to do right now on this entire interview, like you guys have been this entire time. Continue.
Laying out the facts that the economy has dramatically improved under the leadership of President Joe Biden.
Okay, so that is obviously a blatant lie. And not only that, because we do have access to some real information still. Joe Biden had said that the economy went up, 9%, blah, blah. Of course, we've all brought out the facts. This is untrue. It's crazy as a president, you can stand up and just say these things that are just such blatant lies. And it's not even the fact that, like, you don't need to look into data. You don't need to be an expert in any of these things. You can just look around and go, everything's expensive. Gas is crazy. Rent's crazy. And jobs, we're not making more money. If anything, we're making less. This is something you can just simply look around because everyone's lives suck. And as someone who does social media for a living, if you go online, everyone is just freaking out, being like, I can't afford rent. We'll never own a home. I'm never having kids. There's no point in anything. Everyone has depression. They're on pills. Everyone has to work 6 jobs. It's just like, dude, look around. I mean, I have to like watch liberals cry on TikTok every day, be like, I can't afford everything and everything sucks and blah, blah. It's like, yeah, welcome. But politics is finally affecting your life. Good thing you guys finally care. All right.
If those are the facts, why don't voters believe it? Is that a communication problem?
Okay.
Voters understand.
So I don't even understand. So if those are the facts, why don't people believe them? Those are the facts. The problem is you guys have unlimited time to gaslight Americans into telling us these are not the facts and these are not true. Anything Trump says is the opposite. We should never believe Republicans. It's like, there's obviously the mentally ill left that the problem is we've talked about this since the pandemic when it comes to the vaccine, masks, social distancing, lockdowns, all these things. I can find all the people who used to call me every name in the book, and I can present them the facts in front of them. They do not care. They do not care. They will not admit they're wrong. They cannot understand that the government lied to them. People lied to them. Information was withheld. It's the same with all of these things. It goes across the board. They would have to wrap their brains around the fact that, like, wait, this is a lie. What else is a lie? Oh, everything's a lie. But these same people, it doesn't matter. It's the party of mental illness. You can put facts in front of them, and they're still gonna be like, well, Trump is racist. Okay, what's one racist thing he's ever said? He just is. These are all the same people. So it's like, honestly, I think when you present, me and my boyfriend were talking about this, sometimes when you present people with facts, they actually get more emotional and they shut down even harder, because I do that all the time because I'm not an idiot. So I don't really argue out of emotion. It doesn't really benefit me. I don't really care. But it's the same thing with all of this. Voters need to understand there needs to be more. No, we know there needs to be more done. We're all like literally starving and can't afford gas. So continue.
Saying that more needs to be done, that there are challenges that remain. We understand we have to lower costs. We have to end price gouging. We have to grow the middle class.
Okay, so first of all, we have to grow the middle class. The pandemic, I believe, I'm reading Rand Paul's book right now, and I'm reading a bunch of stuff about Fauci. And I believe the COVID lockdowns were the largest wealth transfer in history. You basically just made everyone who was middle class and poor a million times poorer, and you made people who were wealthy very, very, very wealthy. So the irony of them coming out and saying that now is very ironic. The irony of him about to say we have to keep our communities safe. What do you mean? You're the same party who wants to ban guns so people cannot protect themselves. When people do use guns and protect themselves, it's not the criminal that gets in trouble, it's you. You'll get your guns taken away and you'll go to prison. Also, I'm like, you guys are the same people that let people with rap sheets on the street. You don't believe in prosecuting crime. You have, district attorneys that are soft on crime or don't prosecute crime at all. You have open borders with terrorists coming in, criminals coming in. And when people are like, oh my God, it's so racist. Oh, Mexicans, blah, blah. We're not even talking about Mexicans. These people are so stupid. The border's open to everyone. We have people coming in from all different countries all over the world. There's also a lot of Chinese people coming in. And these are people from everywhere. These are not, people think it's just Mexicans walking across the border. That's not it. We have well-known terrorists coming in. We have well-known rapists coming in. So the irony, I will never listen to a Democrat say, we want to keep our community safe. You are literally the reason the community is not safe. Continue.
We have to keep our communities safe. We have to solve the problems and challenges.
Let's talk about the border. I was told that a border wall is racist. I'm sure there's 8 million of those clips we can pull up. If you support a border wall, you are racist. I think AOC, every Democrat said the wall's racist. Oh, by the way, it was a waste of money. I think the wall would have cost us something around like 18 billion, probably less. How much have we sent to Ukraine? How much have we spent on the homeless? We had money for everything in this country, but we don't have money for a wall to protect our country. And I'm so confused. We have to solve issues at the border. You guys literally are the issue. You are letting a border be completely open. And when people try to stop people, those people are usually prosecuted. I'm like, I don't understand. You created the crisis, and now there's one way to solve it. You close the border and you let people do their jobs. You can worry about fixing it later. You can build a wall. You can do all these things. You have to let them do their jobs. I mean, this is crazy. Continue.
Is at the border. We're on the right side of those issues, and we just have to make sure we make that case in a compelling, a clear, and a comprehensive way to the American people.
You admit you haven't done that yet.
It's a work in progress.
Oh my God. I like the whole time she's kind of like this. And then she's like, so you're admitting you haven't done all of these things. I mean, how many years? How many years have they been complaining and saying that the border, it's like, it's crazy. It takes one order to be like, okay, it's done. Have people do their jobs, close the border. We need to start deportation. This is great. We need to find these people. I mean, how hard is it? I mean, it's thousands of people just like flooding, running through. These people just lie through their teeth. It's very crazy. We need like old school Gotham trials where like Cillian Murphy or whatever is sitting at the top of a bunch of books, and he's like, all right, so do you want to walk on ice or what do you want? Because you're not getting out of this. I mean, this is crazy. Just to like the border, I think is the biggest issue we have right now because the border is the crime issue as well. And I'm not fond of hearing stories every day of like, oh, good, he's just another typical person got through the border and they're on a watch list and they've beheaded a bunch of innocent people, and we're like, oh, great. But it's good to hear them talk about they really care about crime when every district attorney who is soft on crime is a literal Democrat. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Well, good to see 60 Minutes is doing some sort of work.